Yes, me. Ang dami. Alright. Okay, so for today, hindi lang ikaw dapat user, dapat alam din po natin ano ba ang mga active ingredients ng Elixir Placenta? Paano ito nakakatulong sa atin? Paano ito nakakatulong sa mga clients din po natin, Especially, we also need to know how to share the product. Importante yan, no, believers, as an entrepreneur, as a businessman, okay? So, kailangan alam po natin kung ano yung produkto natin. Agree po ba doon? Okay, na dapat alam natin yung product natin. Ayan. So, it all begin with the knowledge. Okay? So, for today, we really do hope na marami tayong learnings, marami po tayong um, bagong kaalaman, no, patungkol sa ating Elixir Placenta. All right. So, here, okay, our objective for today. Ayan, punta tayo sa objectives. Ang ating objectives is to learn the active ingredients of Elixir Placenta. Okay, so hindi po tayo dito matatapos sa learning ng active ingredients of Elixir Placenta. We need to practice paano po natin siya i-share, okay, sa ating mga prospects, and kailangan na-execute natin, no? Dapat na-share natin yan sa mga prospects natin and also to our downlines as well. Para talaga maging effective entrepreneur tayo ni GFox International. Agree po ba tayo doon? Patingin nga ng taas ng kamay or taas ng paa or pasabi ng yes kung agree. Agree ang mga believers natin. Ayan. Ayan. Very good. Okay. So you are with me today. Okay. So, we also have a disclaimer. Disclaimer ko lang din po, that the discussion is for health information and not for medical advice. Okay? So, once again, yung mga ipapakita ko po sa inyo, these are for our knowledge about health and not for medical advice po, no? All right. So, how medications absorbed by the body? So, punta po tayo muna dito sa katanungang ito. Okay? Because most of the time, ito yung question natin. Okay? Paano po ba na-absorb ng mga medications sa ating katawan? Paano na-absorb ng ating katawan, yung mga medications na yan. Alright. Okay, so I will be showing a video to you. Pakinggan po muna natin. Alright?
Administration into the blood. Oral drugs enter the stomach, where they either dissolve and pass through the cell membranes of epithelial cells lining the stomach, or travel undissolved through the stomach to the small intestine, which is the most common site of absorption. Here, drugs dissolve and pass through the intestinal wall. Oral drugs then travel through the portal venous system to the liver, where they undergo the first pass effect. During this process, the liver metabolizes some of the drug, either inactivating it or excreting it into bile for elimination from the body. The remaining amount of active drug leaves the liver and reaches general circulation and target organs.
Alright, lahat po ba ay nakapanood noon? Alright, so our drug, okay, yung mga medications po natin, pumapasok po yan, Okay, syempre oral drugs po yung ating pinag-uusapan. Okay, papasok po yan sa ating stomach and then it will go to our intestinal wall and then the liver will now metabolize that one, okay, yung mga drugs po na yan, and it will now activate. Okay, so pwede pong after it leaves sa ating liver, pag ito po ay lumabas na sa ating liver, it goes now for general circulation. Pumupunta na siya sa buong katawan natin. Okay? Or pwede rin po siyang pumunta sa ating gallbladder for the bile to eliminate yung mga hindi na po kailangan ng ating katawan. Okay, naintindihan po ba? Ganon kaganda, no, na maintindihan natin that the drugs that we are taking ay kailangan po pumunta sa small intestine natin. because nandoon po yung intestinal wall. Okay? So doon po sa intestinal wall na yon, doon po magkakaroon ng absorption papunta sa liver, then for general circulation po natin. That's why
Medication.
kailangan natin ma-amaze no sa power ng ating elixir placenta. Okay? That's why here we can appreciate yung 5 technologies inside out ng elixir placenta. Kaya naman pala naka-soft gel capsule siya. Kaya naman pala anti-stick and coating ang ating elixir placenta. Para po, no, mapunta talaga siya sa small intestine and that's where the absorption takes place. Okay? Amazing how our body really helps, no, para ma-send out yung mga active ingredients through our circulation, general circulation po yan. Okay, so hindi ko na po iisa-isahin ito kasi for sure, alam niyo na po, no? Gusto ko lang talagang ma-explain sa inyo kung bakit po, no? Bakit importante na mapunta siya sa small intestine. It's because there are also some cases, may mga nagtatanong din po sa akin, ma'am, paano po yung naka-colostomy bag na? Paano po yung mga naka-ileostomy? Okay, so ibig sabihin po, no, meron na pong outlet sa kanilang large intestine at doon na po sila lumalabas yung mga defecations nila or yung mga waste products. Okay, so tanong, na-absorb pa ba ng katawan natin kapag nagtitake tayo ng elixir placenta kahit na naka-colostomy bag or naka-ileostomy? The answer is yes po, no? It's because sa small intestine po nag-absorb yung mga active ingredients. Okay? So tandaan po natin yan. Very, very important. Now, let's go to the active ingredients of elixir placenta. We all know this. It has 3 therapies. Okay, so stem cell therapy, DNA therapy, and anti-inflammatory therapy with 14 active ingredients po yan. Okay, so may mga nagtatanong ba sa atin, ano ba yung cell? Ayan, no? Balik tayo sa basic, no? Bago tayo pumunta sa mga active ingredients, dapat alamin natin, no? Kung para saan yung mga active ingredients na yan, ano ba yung component ng ating katawan. Okay, so let's go back to Science 101. Ready na ba mga believers? Pa-comment naman dyan ng ready na. Kung ready na kayo, bumalik sa Science 101. Ayan, ready na? Ayan, ano? So what is a cell? A cell is a basic structural, functional, and biological unit of all known living organism. Okay? All living organism ha? Okay? Ibig sabihin mga buhay. Ayan. So pa-comment naman dyan, ano ba yung mga alam nating buhay? Wag naman yung buhay pa pero pinapatay na natin. Iba yon. Okay. Ano ba yung mga living organisms na alam natin, believers? Pa-comment naman dyan. Okay. Lamok, yes. Living, di ba? Okay, pero masarap patayin, charot. Okay, humans, okay, yes. Tao, ano pa? Animals, yes, that's right. Okay, ano pang mga buhay na alam natin? Plants, yes, okay. So these are plants, animals, okay, even insects, okay, microorganisms, that's right, no? So it has a cell. So lahat po ng living organism ay may cell. Okay? So hindi po kasama diyan ng mga bagay, no? Hindi kasama diyan ng mga wood or plastic, charot. Okay? All right. So meron tayong mga tinatawag na prokaryotic cells and meron din tayong tinatawag na eukaryotic cells. And we will not dig into deeper into that one. Gusto ko lang malaman ninyo, may mga classifications din po ng mga cells na yan. Okay? So, inside a cell, there is a nucleus. Okay? So, sa loob po ng cell po natin, may nucleus po tayo. Sa loob ng nucleus, meron tayong tinatawag na chromosomes. Okay? So, sa loob ng chromosomes, we have the DNA. And inside the DNA, we have the genes. Ayan, segment of DNA. Okay? So, yan na yung mga genes natin. Nandyan pala yung gene natin. Okay? Ito yung nagde-determine kung ano yung magiging face natin, ano magiging structure ng eyes natin, ng nose natin, ng hair natin. Okay? So andyan po sa ating DNA. So makikita po natin dito na napaka-importante pala ng cell. Okay? It's because our cell is composed of these kinds of other things, no, sa loob ng cell natin. Okay? So with that, you can also see here, okay, that the cell, okay, inside of that, nandyan yung organelle, nandyan yung macromolecule, nandyan yung molecule, andyan din yung atom. Okay? This is the smallest na makikita natin sa cell natin. Okay? Si cell din natin, okay, our tissues is composed of our cells. Okay? Yung organs natin is composed of our tissues. And then yung organ system natin is composed of our organs. Okay? So meron tayong mga tinatawag na cardiovascular system. Yan, kasama dyan yung heart natin. Meron tayong tinatawag na respiratory system. Okay? Kasama dyan yung lungs natin. Integumentary system. Kasama dyan yung skin natin. Skeletal system. Di ba po? Okay? And our organ system is what made you. Okay, so very important po natin itong malaman today, no? The basic foundations na dapat alam po natin. Okay, kapag ba yung mga cells natin ay damaged, nadadamage din ba yung mga tissues natin? Okay, kapag ba yung tissues natin na damage din ba yung organ natin? Kasama ba yung organ natin madadamage dun? Okay? So kapag na-damage si organ, damay rin ba ang organ system? Okay? At kapag na-damage ang organ system natin, do you think we have a healthy body? So, dito makikita natin kung gaano kaimportante ng cells sa ating katawan. Kahit maliit lang yan, but that is the composition of our body. Okay? So kapag hindi po healthy yung mga cells natin, what do you expect? Okay? You will have unhealthy body. Okay? So, actually, no, makikita natin, hindi natin masyadong ramdam yung cells natin. Hindi mo naman pwedeng sabihin, ako parang masakit yung red blood cell ko. Parang masakit yung white blood cell ko. Yung nerve cells ko, parang ang sakit-sakit nila. Okay? You will not feel the pain. You will feel the pain kapag organ system na po yung natamaan. Okay? Or yung mga organs natin. Okay? Pero yun pala, no? Kapag sa organs na, doon na natin na-feel yung pain, naku, ibig sabihin pala, damage na yung tissues natin, damage na pala yung mga cells natin kapag ganun po, no? Ayan. So, I will be sharing to you a video. This one, I hope ma-appreciate po natin, ano, kung gaano kaganda yung ating human body. Ayan. So, ayan, no? So, this is what we look like is in 1 meter away. Okay, so 10 centimeters. Ano ba yung pwede nating makita sa mata? We can see iris, we can see pupil, we can see retina. Ayan, sa loob, 100 micrometers, we see the white blood cells. Okay, so white blood cells, what do we see there? In 1 micrometer, we see the chromosomes. Ayan, and sa chromosomes, we see the DNA. Ayan, ano, and inside the DNA, ano ba yung pwede natin makita? 1 nanometer. Okay, we see the electrons. Okay, 10 picometers. Ayan, we now go to the atomic emptiness. In 100 femtometers, we see now the nucleus. Okay, and inside the nucleus, we see the protons and the quarks. Amazing, no? Sobrang amazing how the Lord make our body. Okay? Even in the smallest detail, alam na alam ng Lord yan. No? Nakikita niya lahat. No? So kahit na cell lang yun, makikita natin white blood cell. 'Di ba? Pero yun pala, inside of it, nakikita pa rin yun ng Panginoon. And lahat ng mga maliliit na bagay na yan ay very important pala sa ating katawan. Okay? Ayan. So, na-amaze ba kayo doon, believers? Ako, sobrang amazed talaga ako noon. Okay, so now let's talk about cell division. Okay, so madalas no na nasasabi ko sa inyo to na meron tayong cell divisions. Okay, na nagmumultiply din yung mga cell natin, nagdi-divide din siya. And that is what we call mitosis. Okay, so it is mitosis, meron ding cell division na meiosis, which is resulting, yung meiosis naman, okay, is of course in the sperm cell and egg cell naman po yun, no? But now we will be focusing on mitosis. Si mitosis po is the process of a single cell that divides, okay, that produces two genetically identical daughter cells. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, identical po sila. Alright. So, for example, ano, si mother cell. Okay? So, si mother cell po, nagre-replicate siya ng DNA. Okay? Nagiging dalawa yung kanyang DNA. Then, it will now go to a cell division. Ayan, magdi-divide sila. Nakikita niyo po sa video? So kapag nag-divide sila, may sarili-sarili na silang DNA. Okay? And kapag totally nag-divide na yung dalawang cell, yung dalawang cell, no? Two daughter cells na po sila. Okay? So it's another cell sa atin. Alright? So dito natin makikita na wow, yung ating cell pala ay nagbo-multiply, no? Yung ating cell pala ay nagdi-divide. Okay? So meron din tayong tinatawag na growth hormones as well. Just imagine nung bata pa po tayo, no? Hindi naman tayo ganito katangkad, no? Hindi naman tayo ganito kataba. Okay? Yung ating mga muscles ay hindi naman ganun kalalaki, okay, nung tayo ay bata pa. But when you get older, pag tayo po ay tumatanda, ayan, lumalaki rin yung mga katawan natin. Okay, lumalaki din po yung heart natin. Lumalaki din po yung lungs natin. Okay, so they increase in size. Okay, and dumadami rin po. Syempre, when you increase in size, dumadami din yung kailangan na red blood cell, white blood cell sa ating body. And that's where the cells came in. Okay, kaya po, nagre-replicate, dumadami din po yung mga cells natin. It's because, no, meron tayong mga growth hormones or growth cells din po, no? Ayan. So, okay, ano ba yung stem cells? Ayan. So, these are the question. Ano ba yung stem cell? Sinabi ko po sa inyo kanina dito that here in mitosis, they produce identical daughter cells. Okay, so for example, si mother cell po ito na red blood cell. Kapag nag-replicate po siya, magiging red blood cell din po siya. Okay, ayan. So, for example, si kidney cells, okay, for example, no, si kidney cells, kailangan niya mag-replicate, okay, magdi-divide din siya, it can become kidney cells again, okay, identical po yun, okay, so hindi naman pwedeng, si kidney cell ay maging liver cell, okay, or from kidney cell, maging heart cell siya, nako, ang gulo na ng katawan natin yon, no, so kung ano na po yung specialized form nila, okay, kung ano yung specialized form nila, they replicate identically. All right? So, these stem cells, okay, itong mga stem cells na po ito ay hindi pa specialized. Okay? So, once they are specialized already, they form identically. Okay? Itong mga stem cells na ito is undifferentiated cell. It has the capacity to both differentiate and multiply to 200 cell types that form a human being. Ganun kadami yung types ng cell po natin, no? So sobrang dami pala nating mga cells sa katawan. Okay? So they can become specialized cell. Okay? Ayan. Then it can also become an adult stem cell. It can become also other stem cell. Okay? And also, pwede siyang maging immune system cells as well. All right. So, stem cells. Ano ba yung stem cells? Just to cut it short, okay? This is a personalized therapy since it can differentiate into specific cell types. So, kaya po niyang maging specialized cell, depende po sa kung anong need ng ating body. Okay? Pwede rin po siyang mag-generate ng healthy cells and nire-replace niya yung mga damaged cells. They repair, okay, yung mga injured cells, yung mga diseased, dysfunctional cells, and it also fight apoptosis or yung cell death. Okay, so as I have mentioned earlier, no, na pwede siyang maging specialized according to what our body needs. Okay, So here, these are the other active ingredients no ng ating elixir placenta. I wanted to know to everyone, bakit kailangan pa natin ng other active ingredients? Ang ganda na ng stem cells natin, no? Stem cell therapy alone is already good. Bakit po sa tingin ninyo kailangan pa natin ng other active ingredients sa ating elixir placenta? Pa-comment naman po diyan. Okay, tingnan nga natin. Ayan, bakit kailangan pa natin ng other active ingredients? Ganda na ng stem cell eh. Mamamagnas. Ayan, tingnan nga natin. Do you have any ideas sa bakit kailangan po natin ng other active ingredients? Ayan, to enhance the effect. So as we can come up with healthier body. Wow naman, ganda naman yan, Tita Volet. Okay? To enhance the effect, sabi ni Ma'am Nia, to transport, okay? Para mas mabisa, to support. Yes, that's right, no? Para mas gumanda po at maging mas angat, okay, angat sa iba, alright. Para mas mapadali ang trabaho ng stem cell. Okay, so tama po no yung mga answers po natin. That is right. Meron po tayong tinatawag na synergistic effect. Okay, kapag sinabi po nating synergistic, mas na-enhance po yung function ng isang active ingredient kapag pinagsama po siya sa ibang mga active ingredients. Okay, so for example, if stem cell alone will be put in our body, siguro yung kanyang effectivity sa ating katawan, this is just, to give you overview, okay? Hindi ko naman po talaga alam yung percentage. Okay, so for example, nasa 30%. Okay, yung effectivity niya sa ating body. Pero kapag sinama po natin siya sa mga ibang active ingredients, the effectivity nung stem cells sa ating katawan can be 80%, 90%. Okay? So ganun po no, nagkakaroon siya ng synergistic effects po. Para kang sumakay po ng sasakyan, no? Kapag maganda, in-enhance mo yung sasakyan, yung gulong ng sasakyan mo, mas mabilis pong mapapaandar, 'di ba po? So kapag nilagyan mo ng ilaw yung sasakyan mo sa harapan, okay? So mas mabilis mong nakikita yung daan. Kesa naman yung sasakyan lang na walang ilaw, 'di ba? Kung may busina, edi mas okay, 'di ba? So this is to upgrade the effectivity of the stem cells in our body, okay? Or the elixir placenta. Okay, so here we have this patented radiola. Pag sinabi po nating patented, ibig sabihin this is clinically tested. So yung mga nakikita nyo po dyan sa picture na yan na may mga numero, ito po yung mga clinical test ng ating patented radiola. Okay, so ano ba yung ginagawa niyan? This is ang origin po nito is sa Germany po. Okay, so it helps to raise the oxygen content in the blood. Okay, so kapag mataas po ang oxygen content sa ating blood, okay, so mas mabilis yung circulation. Okay, so kapag mas mabilis yung circulation, mas mabilis din po nagde-differentiate or nagre-replicate yung mga cells po natin. Okay, so ano ba yung mga organs sa ating katawan na nagbibigay ng oxygen or nagbibigay ng blood supply sa ating katawan? Okay, so that is the heart, that is the liver, and then the kidneys. Okay, so ito yung mga blood production no sa katawan po natin. So it helps no to have a micro circulation, ini-enhance yung micro circulation sa ating katawan. Not only that, si patented radiola is adaptogenic. Okay, kapag sinabi po nating adaptogenic, okay, it means it helps the body to adapt and to resist physical, mental, and environmental stressors. Okay, so si patented radiola pala ay nakakatulong no kapag tayo ay stress, kapag po tayo ay mahina yung katawan natin, okay? If we are physically and mentally drained, okay? So nakakatulong po si patented radiola. Okay, so it promotes a more balanced mood. Okay, yan. So sa mga stress ng mga believers natin diyan. Ayan, si patented radiola ay nakakatulong pala sa atin. Okay, so it also supports blood sugar management. Ini-improve po niya ang ating blood sugar levels. Okay, so next, si Angelica sinensis. This is from Taiwan. Okay, so it increases same blood circulation. Okay, so para mas mapabilis yung pag-repair sa ating katawan and also yung distribution ng mga active ingredients. Okay, so as I have mentioned to you earlier, yung video natin paano yung medication nag-absorb sa ating katawan, okay? So, merong general circulation after ng liver na ma-activate yung mga active ingredients. Okay, so si Angelica sinensis, what does it do? Direct niya po tinatransport yung mga active ingredients ng deer placenta sa mga cells po natin. Okay, so hindi lang po yan. Si Angelica sinensis is good for women's reproductive health. Sa mayroong mga PCOS, okay, may mga dysmenorrhea, may mga problems po no sa kanilang menstruation. Ayan, maganda po si Angelica sinensis. Okay, so here it helps to promote healthy blood flow and relieve symptoms associated with poor circulation. Sa mga nakaka-experience ng cold hands, okay, may mga kilala po ako ng mga nag-testify. Dati po kasi yung mga palm is very white, ganyan. Kapag prines mo, wala kang makikita na redness. Okay, kasi ibig sabihin na hindi ganun nagfo-flow yung ating blood, no? So, kailangan tinitingnan din po natin yung palm po natin kung may redness ba dyan. Kapag pinench natin, naku, pumupula ba yan or pamputi lang? Okay, so that is also a sign ng poor circulation kapag maputi lang po, no? And even dito sa ating kuko, kapag prines po natin ito, dapat nagre-red po yung ating mga kuko. Kapag hindi po, naku, okay, ibig sabihin we have a poor circulation. Okay, so especially sa mga extremities natin kasi it's already away from the heart, no? Yung ating lower extremities, yung ating mga legs, yung ating feet, okay? And even yung mga hands natin because this is already away sa ating puso. Kaya po, no, medyo mabagal or kulang, okay? Or hindi na sapat yung circulation dito sa mga areas na to. Okay? So kailangan po tinitingnan din po natin 'yan. Alright, so Angelica sinensis, it also helps to alleviate various types of pain. Okay, so ayan. So importante po no na nakikita rin po natin ano that this is also good as anti-inflammatory as well. Next is DNA therapy. We have 4 active ingredients for this one. Bakit kailangan po natin ng DNA? Ano ba yung nalulose natin when we age? Okay, so paulit-ulit po nating sinasabi na ito, no? So sabi ko po sa inyo kanina, yung cell po natin, inside the cell, andyan si nucleus, andyan si chromosome, si DNA, genetic DNA din po natin. Okay, so itong chromosomes po natin, meron siyang mga telomeres. Okay, that is the color orange. Ayan. Okay, so ito po, no, kapag tayo ay tumatanda, lumiliit din po siya. Okay, so for example, ito, nung bata pa lang po tayo, 15,000 base pairs po siya. Okay, so ibig sabihin, punong-puno siya ng telomere. Okay, kapag naman, no, matanda na po tayo, umiksi na po siya. Okay, so this is already 4,000 base pairs na po siya. Okay, so question, believers, naturally, kaya ba ng ating katawan na mag-repair ng ating DNA? Okay, tingnan nga po natin sa chat. Naturally, kailangan ba na kaya ba ng ating katawan to repair? Ayan. May mga nagsasabi ng no, may nagsasabi ng yes. Naturally, kaya ba ng katawan natin na mag-repair ng DNA? Okay, so halo, ano? Yes, pagbata pa. Okay, may no, may yes. Okay, so let's see kung kaya ng katawan natin no, to repair the DNA. I'll be sharing to you another video. Okay, so wait lang po.
PARP proteins bind to the damage and attract other
the proteins that every day the DNA of each cell is damaged thousands of times. If only one strand of the DNA is damaged, this can be easily repaired. PARP proteins bind to the damage and attract other proteins that repair the damage. When damaged DNA duplicates before the damage is repaired, a double-strand break can arise. In a healthy cell, this more severe damage can be repaired with the help of homologous recombination. BRCA1 protein binds the loose ends of the DNA and starts to unravel the DNA strands. Using the undamaged DNA strand as a template, the damage is then repaired. Finally, the two strands are separated, leaving both DNA strands error-free. In patients with hereditary breast cancer, the BRCA1 mechanism does not work. When a double-strand break arises in the cells of these patients, the DNA cannot be repaired. The persisting damage can cause cells to die, but it can also transform a cell into a cancer cell. This cancer cell is the start of a tumor in which all cells have the same defect.
Okay, ayan ano. So, nakita natin dun sa video na yon na naturally kaya naman po ng ating katawan, no, to repair the DNA, okay, to repair the cells. Okay, for example, tayo po ay nasugatan, di ba po naghihilom naman po yun, okay, so nagkakaroon ng healing, kumbaga, no, so for example, tayo rin ay nagkaroon ng fever, okay, tayo po ay nilagnat, nagkaroon tayo ng sakit, may inflammation sa ating katawan. Okay, so kahit na po, no, may mga instances na kaya naman ng ating body, yung mga antibodies po natin, okay, to heal yung mga cells po natin, no, that are already inflamed. Okay, so naturally, kayang-kaya ng ating katawan yon, right? So however, there are some cases na yung pagmalala na po, no, hindi na kaya ng katawan natin to repair on its own. Kailangan na po ng mga other supplement to help our body to repair. Okay? Because damaged DNA will also replicate as damaged DNA. So nakita po natin dito sa video na ito, no, merong cancer, okay? Breast cancer. Ito pong cancer ay sobrang bilis pong dumami. Ang bilis-bilis niyang dumami, no? Mabilis siyang mag-divide, mabilis siyang mag-replicate. And it also replicate as damaged DNA. It replicates as cancer cells as well. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kapag pala damage yung DNA ko, hindi na kaya nang i-repair ng aking katawan, nagre-replicate din po siya as damaged DNAs. So, for example, no, yung ating buhok. Okay? Imagine mo, black pa yung hair. May tumubong white hair. Okay? So, hindi kaya ng katawan natin to produce yung healthy hair, 'di ba? So halos lahat na dumami na, naging white hair na tayo. Okay? So just for example din, yung ating hypertension. Okay? For example, hindi ka na maintenance, hindi na maintain yung blood pressure mo. Okay? Lumala ng lumala, lumaki ng lumaki yung heart mo, nagkaroon ka ng heart enlargement. Okay? Or possible, nagkaroon na ng mga blockage yung arteries mo. It's because yung mga damaged cells ay nagre-replicate din siya as damaged cells. Naintindihan po ba natin? That's why we need to appreciate kung gaano ka-importante yung DNA therapy. Alam niyo po ba na ito ang pinaka-importante, isa sa mga lahat naman importante, ano, na mga therapy sa Elixir Placenta, it's because, no, tayo lang yung merong ganito. Okay? Unlike with the other products that you see out in the market, walang DNA therapy. Hindi nila nakita, no, na ganito ka-importante yung ating DNA therapy. If you were able, no, to help enhance yung mga DNAs natin, then the cells will also follow. Okay? Nakita niyo po yung kaninang presentation ko, yung cell, may chromosomes, may DNA, may genetic DNAs, no? So kapag na-improve natin yung DNAs natin, may improve din po natin yung cells natin. Kapag na-improve natin yung cell natin, may improve natin yung tissues natin. Pag na-improve natin yung tissues natin, may improve yung organs, may improve yung organ system, at magkakaroon ka ng healthy body. Okay? So that is very important. Okay? Kaya naman, I will be sharing to you the active ingredients of the DNA therapy. Meron po tayong tinatawag na telomerase, and that is the enzyme na pinoproduce po ng ating grape and olive extract. Okay, so nire-reduce niya rin po no, yung onset ng mga neurodegenerative diseases, Alzheimer's disease. Okay, so hindi naman Alzheimer agad yan eh. Dumadaan muna yan sa dementia, 'di ba? Sa lower case muna, no? So kapag yung damaged DNA na yan ay nag-replicate, dumami ng mga damaged DNA, then yun, mapupunta po tayo sa chronic na, no? Or sa Alzheimer's disease na po. Okay, so grape and olive extract also reduce skin damage caused by UV radiation, and it also helps to promote wound healing as well. Ayan, ito yung mga isa sa maganda no, na active ingredient ng ating elixir placenta, which we can also find sa ating exocelestial. And this is the nicotinamide mononucleotide. This is extracted from natural yeast. Yeast po ang ating gamit dito. Bakit? We can also find NMN sa mga vegetables. Okay? So for example, sa mga cauliflower, okay? Kaya or broccoli, okay? Kaya 'di ba po no, lagi natin nakikita sa mga feeds natin na broccoli is also good for anti-cancer, ganyan. It's because it contains NMN. However, these kinds of plants, okay, are just having small amount of NMN po, no? Pero yung natural yeast, it has a good concentration of NMN. Actually po no, itong ating NMN ay ipinadala sa for process certificate of analysis. Inanalyze po talaga kung 25% ba talaga yung purity level niya. Okay? Alam niyo po, to my surprise, hindi po 25% lang yung purity level ng ating NMN. It's 28.5%. Ganun po ka-pure yung ating NMN. We cannot provide no yung certificate of analysis kasi baka makopy po ng iba. So for my eyes only. Ayan. So, dito, kaya sinashare ko po sa inyo, no, napakaganda po talaga ng ating NMN. Okay? So, NMN alone, sobrang expensive na nito kapag binili natin siya single capsule ng NMN, di ba? Pero ito in-incorporate natin sa Elixir Placenta. So, we can have a taste of this purity level of high concentration ng NMN. Para saan ba yung NMN? No? So, NMN, okay, helps to increase the NAD+. Okay, so si NAD+, siya yung nagbibigay ng energy sa ating mitochondria. Okay? And mitochondria, ito yung ating powerhouse ng ating cell. Kapag walang mitochondria, naku, hindi magre-repair. Okay? Or hindi magiging active yung mga cells po natin. Okay? Kasi wala siyang gasolina. Di ba po? Okay, so anti-aging, okay, ang ating NMN, it slows down the aging process and age-related decline. Okay, so neuroprotection din po siya, maganda siya para ma-improve yung ating memory. So sa mga nag-aaral po dyan, okay, or yan, mga students natin, okay, those ones who will be taking board exams, mga ganyan, no, na laging stress ang utak, okay, so maganda po ang ating NMN, maganda ang Elixir Placenta. Okay, so it also reduce the risk of neurodegenerative diseases as well. Okay, next, si D-ribose. Ayan, para saan naman ito? Okay, so sabi ko nga, kailangan ng energy ng cells natin. Dahil kung walang energy yung mga cells natin, mabagal yung repair or hence, parang natutulog lang sila sa katawan po natin. Okay, so kailangan merong energy yung mga cells po natin. Okay, so here, this is an energy production kapag nag-exercise din po tayo, kaya si D-ribose ay nakakatulong. It also aids in the recovery process following heart surgery. Maganda po pala ito sa mga merong nag-undergo ng surgery sa heart. Okay, so bakit? Ini-improve niya po yung energy levels, nire-reduce niya yung muscle soreness, it promotes faster healing and restoration of cardiac function. Okay, ito po yung isa sa mga benefit na pwedeng maibigay ng D-ribose po sa atin. Okay, so syempre si heart kailangan ng energy yan kasi siya yung nagpa-pump ng blood sa ating katawan. Okay, so si D-ribose ay nakakatulong for our heart. Next is MCT. Okay, so medium chain triglyceride. Okay, so this is a type of fat that is found in certain foods such as coconut oil, palm oil, mga dairy products po natin. Okay, so this is also an energy source as well. Okay, so nakarinig po ba kayo ng mga keto diet? Ayan, may mga alam niyo po ba yung keto diet? Okay, so keto diet, 'di ba po, you will not be taking more carbs, no? So hahayaan mo yung katawan mo na mag-produce ng energy, okay? Because it produces ketones. Okay? So ito po ay si MCT is good para mag-produce ng mga ketones sa ating body. Okay? Bakit kailangan natin ng ketones? Ketones, these are the alternative fuel source ng ating brain and body. For example, nakulangan po tayo ng source no ng glucose or carbohydrates that gives energy in our body. Okay, so si ketones, siya yung nagbibigay no alternative fuel source, okay? In short, nagbibigay ng supply no na energy sa ating katawan. So si MCT pala ay merong can also help produce ketones sa ating katawan. Alright? So that's why sasabihin niya sa brain natin, you don't need much carbohydrates, you don't need much glucose because I already provide the supply for you. Okay? And that is what the benefits of the MCT. Okay, ayan. Tingnan ko nga sa chat. Ayan. All right. Okay. So, next naman po is anti-inflammatory therapy. So, it has 7 active ingredients po, no? Ayan. So, here, we can see there is a question, no, mga believers. Yung inflammation ba ay maganda? Pa-comment naman po dyan. Is inflammation good? Okay, sabi ni Sir Val, hindi. Hindi magandang inflammation. Ayaw ko niyan. Alright, no. Yes, sabi ni Ma'am Violet. Okay, no. Tingnan natin sa ating participants. Ating 220,000 participants. Okay. All right, of course, no. It will alert what the body is undergoing. Ayan. Okay, so inflammation is not always a bad thing. Okay, so it helps to speed the recovery. All right, so ano ba ang inflammation? Inflammation is body's natural defense and healing mechanism by the body to tissue damage or infection. So for example, tayo po ay nasugatan. No? Paano kapag wala tayong naramdaman? Na just imagine, nasugatan ka, wala kang naramdaman na pain, wala kang naramdaman na redness, wala kang naramdaman na swelling, okay? So, nagfo-flow lang yung blood mo, no? Tapos nawalan ka na ng blood nang hindi mo na namamalayan. Alright? So, inflammation is not always a bad thing. So it detects, it alarms our body that there is something wrong. Okay, so tama po, no? It alarms our body that there is something wrong. Okay, so when your body encounters offending agent like viruses, bacteria, toxics, okay, or chemicals, or it suffers injury, ina-activate niya po yung ating immune system. Okay, so parang siya nagwawangwang. So your immune system now sends out its first responders. Andyan si inflammatory cells, no? Nandiyan sila cytokines, substance that stimulate more inflammatory cells. Okay, so these cells begin an inflammatory response para matrap nila yung mga bacteria and other agents and start healing the injured tissue. Okay, so ayan, kasi kapag open na yung ating skin, 'di ba? So, prone na siya sa bacteria, prone na siya sa viruses. Okay, so the inflammatory response, okay? So, it helps para sabihin dun sa mga inflammatory cells, no, to do something about it. Okay, so it can help you, okay, para ma-reduce yung bleeding, ma-reduce yung pain, yung swelling, okay, and yung redness. Okay, so here, we have an acute inflammation and chronic inflammation, right? So kapag sinabi po nating acute inflammation, this is the body's immediate and beneficial response to injury or infection. Mabilisan po, no? So initial response po itong acute inflammation. Nagkakaroon tayo ng allergic reaction, kakaroon tayo ng frostbite, chemical irritants, infection, burn, trauma, cuts, laceration, and stabbing. These are types of acute inflammation. However, when inflammation persists, okay, over a longer period, it can lead to various health issues. So this will now become chronic inflammation. Okay. So here, this chronic inflammation, yan, meron po siyang the cardiovascular diseases, rheumatoid arthritis, ayan, autoimmune disease, okay, neurological disease, and also cancer. These are also types of chronic inflammation po, no? So, we can see here that we have 5 cardinal signs of inflammation. Yan, meron tayong pain, may heat, may redness, swelling, ayan, loss of function. Okay. So, importante po nating alamin din po ito, no? Na ito palang mga 5 cardinal signs of inflammation ay dapat po nating malaman. Okay. So, here, why anti-inflammatory is important? Kung kung importante din yung inflammation, okay, sa ating katawan because it will signal our body, bakit kailangan yung anti-inflammatory? Okay. So, here, this is the explanation, no? Balancing the immune response. Kapag po overactive yung ating inflammatory response, kasi po nagwawangwang sila, nagwawala sila kasi nga po mayroong damage sa ating katawan. Okay? So it can lead to exaggerated immune reaction that can damage our body's own tissues. Okay? So si anti-inflammatory, ang kanyang strategy is to modulate the immune system and to reduce autoimmunity. Okay, so paano niya na modulate yung immune system natin? Okay, so binibigyan niya, ensuring that the immune response is appropriate, not excessively aggressive. Hindi po OA. Okay? So, minsan OA na, no? Okay na eh. Pero nagwawala pa rin sila. Okay? OA. Masyado yung inflammatory response. Okay? So, anti-inflammation, okay? Anti-inflammatory, help to modulate that one. Okay? And at the same time, nire-reduce niya yung autoimmunity. Bakit po? Yung mga autoimmune disease, kapag sinabi natin autoimmune disease, ina-attack niya yung own cells natin. Okay? Body's own cell. Na-attack niya. Hindi niya na-detect na part pala siya ng katawan natin or good pala siya sa body natin. Okay? So, here, anti-inflammatory is very important para ma-balance po, no, yung immune response sa ating body. Okay, ano ba yung mga anti-inflammatory na mga active ingredients, okay, ng Elixir Placenta? We have here blackcurrant seed oil. Ayan. So si blackcurrant seed oil, maganda po yan para sa mga merong arthritis. Okay? It is also rich in omega-6 fatty acids, particularly gamma-linolenic acid. Okay? So it helps support overall heart health and hormone balance. Sino po dito mga nakaka-experience na ng arthritis, pananakit ng mga kasukasuan? Ayan, meron bang aamin? Ayan, pa-comment ng me kung ikaw ay nararamdaman mo na yan. Okay? No, so hindi lang po para sa mga joints or sa arthritis, no? Maganda rin po 'yan sa ating heart. Especially if it is an oil. Yung oil po talaga ay nakaka-balance, okay? Or nakaka-normalize din po ng ating blood pressure as well. Okay, so may mga nag-comment na ng me. Ayan. So, maganda po, no, ang ating elixir sa inyo, especially the black currant seed oil. Then, next po is squalene. Ayan. So, squalene is for cancer prevention. Okay, so kanina lamang po, no, meron akong nakausap dito sa office, no, na merong cervical cancer. And so, nakakalungkot, no, na mga mapagdaanan yung mga ganitong klaseng sakit. Okay, however, there is hope. Elixir placenta also helps us to give hope and to have hope, no, na puwede pa 'no, na meron pang pag-asa na ma-improve yung ating karamdaman. Okay, so squalene, this is to help inhibit the growth of certain cancer cells and nire-reduce niya po yung risk ng certain types of cancer sa ating katawan. Okay, antioxidant, okay, properties, helping to neutralize harmful free radicals and protect cells from oxidative stress. Okay, ano ba yang oxidative stress na 'yan? Ano ba yung antioxidant? Okay, so balikan po natin yung ating Science 101. Lagi natin ito naririnig. Naku, maganda 'tong, food supplement na 'to, okay, because mataas ang kanyang antioxidant level. Pero ano ba yung antioxidant? 'No, antioxidant nakakatulong 'to para mawala yung mga free radicals sa ating katawan. Ano ba yung free radicals? Ayan, so today malalaman po natin ano. So let's see, ano ba ang antioxidant? Ano ba ang free radicals? So let's watch this video.
which, if they are healthy, have a stable structure. But what actually causes cell damage? Our body consists of trillions of cells, which, if they are healthy, have a stable structure. But the daily aggressions create oxygen-containing wastes in our body, also called free radicals. And that results in daily complaints. But what are these free radicals exactly doing? This is a healthy cell. This is a free radical, but this one is missing an electron and has no stable structure. Therefore, he gets an electron from his environment, which then causes the healthy cell miss an electron. In short, the free radical steals an electron from the healthy cell, and then the healthy cell literally breaks down. So, the healthy cell gets attacked and breaks down. When there are more free radicals arriving, the cell breaks further down. That is also called oxidative stress.
Alright, so that is oxidative stress. Okay, so makikita po natin dito, no, that the antioxidants, okay, yung mga cells po natin, okay, saan ba natin nakukuha, saan ba galing itong mga free radicals na to? Sa environment, sa food na kinakain natin, okay, sa pollution, radiation, okay, ano pa, mabagal na metabolism, okay, inflammation sa mga sakit. Okay, so ito po ay doon po galing yung mga free radicals, no? Yung mga free radicals na ito, meron po silang mga missing electrons. Okay, so itong mga missing electrons na ito, pupunta sila sa mga healthy cells at kumukuha sila ng mga electrons doon, no? And then kapag nakakuha na sila doon ng electrons, di nagulo na rin po, no, yung mga healthy cells natin. Okay, so this is what antioxidant helps us. It donates electrons doon sa mga damaged cells para hindi na po magulo ng mga free radicals po natin. That is just a simple explanation of what is a free radical and ano yung antioxidant, no? Ano yung ginagawa niya? So, antioxidant donates electrons po, no? So, here, it helps to neutralize and prevent oxidative stress, right? So, Benefits ng antioxidants, slows aging process, okay, lower cholesterol, decrease risk of arteriosclerosis, sa heart, reduce risk of heart disease and stroke, slow Alzheimer's disease, decrease the chance of developing tumors, reduce the damage caused by cigarette smoking, so on and so on. All right? So, the antioxidant, okay, it helps to stabilize yung ating mga cells. Right? So, importante po na malaman natin kung para saan ba yung antioxidant, no? Ayan. So, hopefully, may learning tayo today. Okay. Yan. So, isa po yun, si squalene. High antioxidant po yun ng ating elixir placenta. Next is fenugreek. Okay, so si fenugreek oil naman po, yan, maganda po ito para sa mga bowel movements natin. Okay, and it's also good for our skin. It's also good for our hair. Sa mga nakaka-experience po ng acne, eczema, okay, or damages sa skin health nila, maganda po si fenugreek. Si fenugreek din po sa mga nakaka-experience ng hair thinning, okay, hair loss, ayan. So, magandang pangit na structure ng hair, ayan. So, ini-improve din po ng fenugreek po natin yan. Alright. Then, we also have a patented red ginseng. This is from South Korea. Okay, so ito po yung clinical niya, no, trial niya. Ayan, yung may numbers dyan sa Taiwan. Okay, so here, this is an anti-inflammatory, okay? And at the same time, this is also good sa mga male hormones. So it helps to improve erectile dysfunction po sa mga kalalakihan naman po natin yan. Right, so rice bran oil. For those ones na nakaka-experience po dito ng mataas ang bad cholesterol, which is the LDL, and yun, mababa ang HDL. Okay, so rice bran oil helps to decrease, binababa niya po yung ating bad cholesterol, ini-increase naman po niya yung ating good cholesterol. Okay, maganda na mataas po yung ating good cholesterol. Okay, ano pa ang ginagawa ng ating rice bran oil? This is also good for diabetes management. Okay, so sa mga diabetic patients po natin, yan, importante rin po, no, na alam natin alin ba yung, ano pa ba, bukod sa stem cell therapy ang makakatulong po sa atin. And that is the rice bran oil, no? It helps to manage our diabetes. Okay, so, next po, ang ating sea buckthorn oil sa mga nakaka-experience ng gastric ulcers, may mga GERD, yan. So, it helps to promote healthy digestion. Okay? So, sa eye health naman po natin, maganda rin po ito, no? Para sa ating mata. Okay? So, as meron nagtanong din po sa akin, ma'am, pwede po ba ang elixir placenta sa merong cataract at saka sa glaucoma? Okay? So, wala naman pong problema. Okay? So, it also helps to improve, okay, yung ating symptoms, okay, ma-lessen yung mas pagkalabo ng ating mata. Although, we know na kapag may cataract po tayo or may glaucoma po tayo, it is really also important na i-ask din po natin yung doctor natin if we need to undergo surgery as well. Okay? Pero, kung tatanungin niyo po kung makaka-improve din po yung elixir placenta after the surgery, the answer is yes. No? So, mas i-improve ng elixir placenta, mas mapapabilis niya yung recovery natin. Okay? So, when we go eye surgery as well. Okay? So, next naman po ang Nigella seed oil. Ayan. So, isa rin po itong maganda para sa arthritis because of the compound thymoquinone. Ayan. So, nakaka-reduce po ito ng inflammation. So, sa mga nagtatanong din po, no, kung pwede ba ang Nigella seed oil sa mga or ang elixir placenta sa mga may problem sa lungs. Ayan. So, it alleviates symptoms of asthma, cough, allergies, ayan, and bronchodilator. Okay, property ang meron tayo sa Nigella seed oil. Nigella seed oil is also known as black seed oil. Okay, so it is derived from the seeds of Nigella sativa plant. Okay, so in centuries, ginagamit po ito as traditional medicine. Okay. So, in summary, okay, so tapos na po tayo sa mga active ingredients, no? Ngayon naman po, isa-summarize po natin according naman po sa mga health problems, no? So, once again, this is for health information, okay, and not a medical advice po. No? So, first po sa ating cardiovascular health, ito po yung mga active ingredients na nakakatulong for our cardiovascular health. Okay, so pwede po natin yan i-screenshot or pwede po natin yan i-take down notes. Then for the blood sugar regulation, so we have this active ingredients. Ayan, so kasama na dyan si rice bran oil, fenugreek, olive leaf, Angelica sinensis, syempre ang stem cell po natin. Then for our skin health, okay, so ito po, no, grapeseed extract, olive leaf extract, rice bran oil. Okay, so nakakatulong siya para sa ating skin. Also good for our eye health as well. Okay, ito po yung mga active ingredients na natutulungan ng ating elixir placenta for eye health. For female and reproductive health, ito naman po, no? So, for those ones na trying, okay, and wanted na makabuo ng baby, okay, so ito po, maganda po to for, sa mga infertile. Yan. And at the same time, sa mga nakaka-experience ng problems sa reproductive health, myoma, endometriosis, ano pa, cervical cancers, or what else? Other problems no related to female organs. Ayan, PCOS. Okay, so maganda po ito, no? Ito yung mga active ingredients. For the male organs naman din po. Yan. So for those ones na nakaka-experience ng prostate enlargement, prostatitis, ayan. So ito po yung mga active ingredients that would help, okay, for female and male reproductive health. Then, for immune system support, ayan, yung mga matataas sa antioxidant, okay, na mga active ingredients, ito po yun, right? So, it helps to boost our immune system, pina-fight off niya yung mga bacteria, viruses sa ating katawan, okay? So, pinapaalis niyo rin yung mga free radicals, okay, because it is high in antioxidant. Alright. Next, pain relief. Yan, mga anti-inflammation, okay, anti-inflammatory properties po natin. So, these are the active ingredients for that one. Okay, hindi ko na po ito iisa-isahin, ano, kundi anong oras na tayo matatapos. Okay, so for digestive health, ayan, so for those ones na mga nagtatanong, ma'am, may detox din ba si elixir placenta? Okay, yes po, ito po, no, nakakatulong siya for detoxification, nakakatulong din po siya, no, para ma-improve yung gut health natin. Once again, no, nung kanina, nung unang-una, for those ones na mga nakapasok, no, ng earlier, I showed to them a video kung paano na-absorb yung drug or yung mga medications sa ating katawan. Okay, so it undergo sa ating stomach, okay, and then it goes to our small intestine and intestinal flora po natin, ano? So, importante pala, ma'am, na maganda yung ating digestive health para mas ma-improve yung absorption ng active ingredients sa ating body. The answer is yes. No? So, kapag maganda po yung ating digestion, mas mabilis po ma-absorb yung mga active ingredients sa ating katawan. Okay? Mabilis mapaprocess. Okay? Wala nang mga problems, no? So, pero kapag puno ng toxin yung ating gut, kapag puno ng mga unwanted, no, na mga bagay sa ating gut, no, mahihirapan din po na mag-absorb, no, mabagal yung absorption ng ating elixir placenta. Okay, so although this is good for digestive health, then we also have other products ng elixir placenta, like for example, spirulina. Spirulina is also good for digestion and at the same time for detoxification. Maganda talaga ang spirulina for detox. Okay? And ang ating G-Fox spirulina ay merong probiotics, which is also good for the gut. Kaya ako po, no, personally, mas nakikita ko kapag sinasabi ng mga clients natin or mga nagtitake na ng elixir placenta, ma'am, sinabay ko to sa spirulina, sinabay ko sa elixir placenta, mas nagkakaroon pa ng improvements, no, yung absorption ng elixir placenta sa ating katawan. Mas mabilis nating nakikita yung progress, no? So, wag natin kakalimutan yung mga other products ni G-Fox. Ito, spirulina. Then we also have Ganoderma. Yan, pwede po natin siyang ipagsabay sa elixir placenta. Kasi, pag mas maganda yung ating digestive system, mas maganda yung gut natin, then mas mabilis po, no, yung absorption ng elixir placenta sa ating katawan. Alright. Next, yan. Ma'am, pwede po ba yan sa mga may problem sa mental? Okay, so stress ako, pagod ako, marami akong iniisip, lagi ako nag-worry. Okay, so ayan. So, yes. Okay, so maganda po ito para sa ating mental health. So these are the active ingredients that helps to improve our mental health. Yan. Lalo na these days, no? If we have been stressed out, okay? So, Elixir Placenta can help para po ma-relax din po tayo. So, ito po yung mga active ingredients na nakakatulong. Ma'am, papaano po kapag mahilig ako mag-exercise? Ayan, physical endurance. So, these are the active ingredients, no? Ayan, si D-ribose, yan, nagbibigay ng energy sa atin. And also si MCT as well. Okay, so yan, NMN, Radiola, Red Ginseng, it gives physical endurance. Kaya naman, alam niyo po ba, na ang ating mga clients, okay, or mga members po natin na nagtitake ng Elixir Placenta, ang lalakas. Parang walang pagod. Okay, so kahit na magdamag, nalakad at paguran, di ba? Sa mga business presentation, may energy pa din. Okay, it's because ito po yung nagbibigay ng energy sa atin. You may wonder, bakit kaya, kapag nakatake ako ng Elixir Placenta nung gabi, pagising ko sa umaga, I feel energized. I feel na bakit parang hindi ako napagod nung nakaraang araw, 'di ba? It's because of this energy active ingredients that are given to you, okay? Ng ating Elixir Placenta. All right. So, next naman po. Ayan. This is also good para sa ating respiratory health, sa ating lungs. Okay? So, healthy lungs sa mga mayroong problems sa pneumonia. Okay? So, may mga problems din po sa TB. Okay? So, actually, kahit na natapos mo na yung 6 months therapy mo sa TB, okay, yung maintenance mo po doon, no, meron pa ring mga lamat, no, may mga lamat pa rin sa lungs natin. So maganda na mag-take din po tayo ng Elixir Placenta because it also helps, no, na ma-reduce yung mga lamat na yon, no, sa ating lungs. So these are the active ingredients for that one. Okay? So next naman po, yan para sa ating hair health. So these are the active ingredients. Cancer prevention, ayan. So si stem cells, si squalene, and also yung mga immune system boosters po natin na mga active ingredients too. Okay, so reverse aging sa mga gustong maging bata. Okay, ayaw tumanda. Ayan, so kasama po natin si stem cell, D-ribose, NMN for the reverse aging. Weight management, ayan, maganda rin po, no, ang ating Elixir Placenta. It has stem cell, patented radiola rosea, and also MCT. Okay, question ma'am, ano ba yung adaptogenic? Okay, so balikan lang po natin, ito po yung mga active ingredients that has adaptogenic properties. We have radiola, we have Angelica sinensis, dong quai, and then we also have red ginseng, then we also have fenugreek. Okay, so when we say adaptogenic, it means, no, this is a non-toxic substance that, especially a plant, this is a plant extract that is held to increase the body's ability to resist the damaging effects of stress and promote or restore normal physiological functioning. So, ibig sabihin po, no, nakakatulong po talaga siya para sa ating mental performance, nire-reduce niya yung fatigue natin, and i-improve niya yung resilience ng ating body sa stress. So for example, no, when we take the Elixir Placenta, then meron tayong ginawang stressful occasions, then adaptogenic, the substances will now help our body to restore to its normal physiological functioning. Okay, so ganun po yung ginagawa ng mga adaptogenic. Alright? So may question po dito, no? Ma'am, may mga active ingredients po ba ang Elixir Placenta that may cause allergic reaction? Kaya alam ko po, no, na ito po isa sa mga nakukuha kong mga feedback. Okay, so lately, meron tayong mga ganitong feedbacks, no? So I list down all the active ingredients of Elixir Placenta. Okay, Radiola, Angelica, grape, NMN, D-ribose, MCT, red ginseng, rice bran oil, sea buckthorn oil, Nigeria seed oil, squalene oil, blackcurrant seed oil may cause. Okay, so although these undergo into a manufacturing process na tinatanggal po yung mga allergens sa mga active ingredients po natin. Okay? However, meron pa ring minority, very small percentage, maybe 1% or 0.5% na makaka-experience ng allergic reactions. Okay? So, especially kapag meron pong mga allergic reactions sa specific active ingredients. Okay? So, for example, si fenugreek, more commonly associated with allergic reactions si fenugreek. Okay, particularly sa mga individuals na merong allergy sa peanuts, chickpeas, ayan, or mga legumes. Okay, so most likely, okay, magkaroon din sila ng allergy sa fenugreek. However, it's very important po, no, na try po muna natin. Okay, so once we try it, then there is a reaction in our body, then let's stop taking it. Punta po tayo sa doctor natin, okay, to check it kung talaga ang nagbigay ng reaction, allergic reaction is the elixir placenta, okay, or na-trigger po ng mga iba nating kinain. Okay, so we need to know more about our body. Okay, so yan. So this is just for precaution po para sa ating lahat. Okay, that's why I also discussed it here. Okay, so once again, okay, elixir placenta, disclaimer po tayo. Okay, so ayan. Elixir placenta is a food supplement, hence there is no approved therapeutic claims po tayo. No? So it helps in the management ng ating mga symptoms. Alright, okay, so that's all GFOX believers. Learning po ba ang mga GFOX believers natin? Ayan, may mga katanungan. Ayan, so tingnan po natin, ano, kung let me read some of the questions over here. Okay, so for autoimmune diseases, ayan. So when we say autoimmune diseases, ibig sabihin po, no, yung mga mismong mga cells po natin, inaatake yung mga sarili din po nating mga cells. And when we say autoimmune, mababa po yung immune system po natin. That's why elixir placenta, stem cell therapy, it helps to improve our immune system cells. Okay, pwede po siya maging specialized cell. May increase niya yung immune system cells po natin, ano? And then at the same time, yung mga active ingredients po natin, ayan, mga pinakita ko pong active ingredients kanina for the immune system. Okay, malaking tulong po talaga yon. Yan, so share ko lang po ulit, no, ano ba yung mga for immune system support. Okay, ayan. Para po makita natin, ano, yung beauty ng ating elixir placenta. Okay, so sa nagtanong, hopefully nasagot ko po ang inyong katanungan. Okay, so these are the active ingredients of elixir placenta that helps to boost our immune system. Okay? Ayan, learning. Okay. Gusto ko yung record para babalik-balikan ko. Yes, kailangan po natin balik-balikan itong record na ito, no? Para mas marami, para mas maalala natin. Lalo na alam ko po, no, kapag may mga kasamahan po tayo dito, lalo ng mga AFB ads. Okay, marami pong mga katanungan. Pwede po ba yan sa sa ganitong klaseng sakit? Ayan. So at least we already know ano yung mga active ingredients na related, no, na pwedeng pala sa ganong klaseng kind of diseases po. Pero once again, okay, so elixir placenta is to help to manage those symptoms, no? Di po natin pwedeng i-claim na these are drugs na na may approved therapeutic claims. Okay. Pwede po bang ipagsabay yung elixir at Lumina before ako matulog? Yes, no problem. Okay? So you can take Lumina Advanced too. For those ones po na hindi po alam ko ano yung Lumina, Lumina po is a L-glutathione, and at the same time, ito po ay may apple stem cell, which is also good for our body. Okay? Yan. First time niyo mag-take down, parang vertigo. Ayan, ito, maganda po ito, no, nakatanungan. Okay, feel ng vertigo and sumakit po yung pantog niya. Tapos sumuka-suka siya. May mga gumamit po ba ng elixir the same? Ayan, so, pwede po ba, Ma'am Gina Lu, malaman kung ano yung case ng ating client? Ano po ba yung case ng client po natin? Okay, and ilang capsule po yung tinake niya before, okay, para ma-experience niya ito. Okay, it's because Elixir placenta helps to normalize our blood pressure. Okay? It also helps to normalize yung ating blood sugar level. Kapag tayo po ay merong maintenance, okay, so maaari, stop share ko muna. So maaari po no na kapag naayos na yung ating organs, okay, it's because it's a stem cell therapy, inaayos niya po yung cells natin, inaayos niya po, kapag naayos niya yung cells natin, kadamay na po yung tissues natin, damay yung organ natin, yung organ system po natin, okay? Here, we can see that if the client were able to experience these kinds of things, tapos nagme-maintenance siya, ano bang ginagawa ng maintenance? Okay? Binababa niya po yung blood pressure natin, binababa niya yung blood sugar natin. Paano kapag okay na pala yung organ natin, no? So, hindi na pala natin kailangan, okay? So, kaya kailangan po talaga, bumabalik din po tayo sa ating doctor, okay? Once we are already taking the Elixir placenta, baka po babaan yung maintenance po natin, pwede pong babaan yun, or pwede pong every other day. And, for example, nakuha niyo na po yung mga lab results ninyo and everything is good, then, wow, praise God, no, na natulungan po tayo ng Elixir placenta. So, we need to know what is the case, ano po yung case ng ating client, ano rin po yung mga maintenance na tinitake niya, ilang capsules po siya nagtitake ng Elixir placenta. Okay, so we also need to know that. Okay. Ayan. So, Sir Lloyd, thank you very much for your question. No? Yung mga active ingredients po ng Elixir placenta, this is a special secret ng ating manufacturer. So, we do not really share to everyone kung ano yung mga milligram contents nito. Okay? It's because top secret ito ng ating manufacturer. As much as possible na gusto namin i-share din sa inyo, we cannot share it. Okay? Ayan. So, ayan, sa mga merong autism, yan, the DNA therapy, yan, maganda po, no, para sa mga merong autism, okay, ng ating Elixir placenta. Although, we also need to know anong age po yung gagamit or anong age po yung magte-take. We have clients na meron pong autism. Dati yung behavior nila sobrang aggressive. Yung behavior nila hindi mapirme, yung ganun po, no? Yung, kasi when we say autism is a spectrum. So, iba-iba po siya. Iba-iba yung mga symptoms, no? Iba-iba yung kanilang made up. Okay? So, it helps. Ano yung natulong dun sa child na merong autism is that it helps him na ma ma-improve no yung dealing niya sa tao, and then at the same time yung mga mood swings niya nag-improve din, okay, mas naging kalmado siya, ayan. So mostly yun po yung mga na-improve sa kanya sa pagdating sa autism. Okay, so pwede po ba sa may ano to, fats diasis na sakit? Okay, I'm not so familiar with that one. Okay, so let me check. Fats diasis. Sige. Diastasis? Okay. Sige po, just message me kung ano ba ito. Kaya I'm not so familiar with this one. Well, actually, no, for those ones na mga may questions po dito, no, we will be having training with Doc Francis din, no, para mas ma-explain niya rin po sa inyo on the medical side naman, no, itong mga ganitong mga medical concerns. Ayan. Meron po akong client na naka 3 bottles na po siya. Meron siyang prostate. Nung nag-check up ulit siya, ayan. Alright, so there are different factors, no? So, Ma'am DL Donna, we have different factors. Bakit po mas lalong lumaki or what? We cannot always tell it's because of the Elixir placenta. Maraming mga factors. It could be, no? It could be sa lifestyle. It could be how the client takes the Elixir placenta. Okay? And kung nag-undergo ba talaga siya ng process ng 6 months therapy po natin, okay? And at the same time, okay, yung mga gamot na iniinom niya rin po, the stage ng case po natin. So, marami pong mga factors, no? So, we cannot pinpoint, bakit Okay, bakit siya nangyayari? Right? So, yun po. Ay, sorry. Okay, so yung mga nag-a-ask po ng dosaging ng ating Elixir Placenta, pasensya na, hindi ko na-explain pala dito, ano. I assume kasi na these are the members, no? So, ang pag-take po ng ating Elixir Placenta, we have the 6 months therapy. Okay, so hanapin ko lang po, ano. We are recommending to take it 1 capsule before bedtime. Okay, so isa po muna. Bakit po before bedtime? It's because that's the time that our body regenerate. Okay? So ito po yung time na yung ating katawan po no na natutulungan yung katawan natin to repair and also to regenerate. Walang makakapantay sa maibibigay na magandang tulog, 'di ba po? So walang gamot doon. Kahit na marami kang inumin pero wala kang tulog, okay? So wala rin po, no? So importante talaga yung ating sleep. Okay? So we are recommending, no, for the first week to take it 1 capsule before bedtime, and on the second week po take po tayo ng 2 capsules, and then on the third week 3 capsules po, 4 capsules naman po sa fourth week po natin. Okay, so we will increase the dosage. This is not a strict dosaging since Elixir Placenta is a food supplement and not a drug. Okay, so yung dosaging din po natin can be altered based po sa ating health concern and based din po sa ating preference as well. Okay, so ayan po. So, on the fourth week, you will be consuming 1 bottle. Okay? So, this is recommended dosage po, no, for the first month. And on the second month, yan, pwede na po tayo mag-take ng 2 capsules or depende po sa ating progress. Okay? So, if you wanted to improve more, kapag nakita mo, ay, parang nag-improve ako sa 3 capsules. Okay? So, you maintain 3 capsules po. Okay, ayan. Okay. Alright. Teka lang po, nagbabasa ako ng mga questions. Okay. Ayan, paano ito? Alright. Teka lang po, ma'am. Pwedeng isabay sa thyroxine, yes po, wala naman pong problema. Pwede po bang uminom ng may COPD? Yes po. Okay, so no problem naman po. Na, for example, dun po sa COPD, kung meron din po siyang mga tinitik na other maintenance, wala po itong contraindication. Okay, so pwede po natin ipagsabay sa mga ibang drugs po natin. Okay, so we just need to um, uh, mag-allot lang po tayo ng time. Okay, so for example, we take the synthetic medications, and then after an hour or 2, pwede na po natin i-take yung Elixir Placenta. Itong record na po ito, no, ay pwede po nating makita, no, possible tomorrow, pwede po natin ito ma-upload sa ating GFox official page po. Okay, official group, I mean. Yan. Alright. Ang dami mga questions. Okay. Elixir. My blood. Okay. Pwede po ba elixir sa 18 years old and below? Alright? So, for the 18 years old and below, wala naman pong problema. 18 years old, nakaka-take na po yan ng capsule. Okay? Although, if you will ask me sa mga 5 years old, 6 years old, yan, 6 years old and below, elixir placenta is not really made for kids. Okay? So, it is really made for adults. Pero as long as the kid may take the capsule, kung kaya niya na pong lumunok, kaya niya nang lunukin yung capsule, pwede naman po, wala pong problema doon. Although, the dosaging could be different as well. Kasi maliliit pa yung mga organs ng mga bata, nahihirapan din pa po sila mag-process ng mga gamot. That's why po, no, yung mga kids po natin, we have syrups for kids. Okay? Ibig sabihin po, medyo lower yung dosage nila compared sa adults. Okay? Ang Elixir Placenta, ano ba ang dosage natin? 1,000 milligrams. Di ba po? Malaki-laki po siya. Okay, so we recommend it for adults and not really for kids po. Hmm, okay. We there is a healing process that we are experiencing. Okay? So if may mga questions na ganun, ma'am, bakit parang I feel different when I take the Elixir Placenta. Ayan. So, we have this healing crisis. Okay? If, for example, if you are first or bago mo na subukan yung Elixir Placenta or any food supplement, no, may possibility na makaramdam ka nito. Okay? Ano ba yung healing process or ano ba yung healing crisis na tinatawag natin? Okay? This is the time that your body reacts to a certain substance na in-intake mo. So for example, you will feel lightheaded, you will feel nauseous, you will feel palpitations, you will also feel parang may mga tingling sensations, parang something like that. That is the process of healing. Okay, so once again, as I have mentioned earlier, inflammation is also a sign that our body needs a respond. Okay, or kailangan din yan ng katawan natin para mag-respond din po yung body natin to repair. Okay, so parang ganun din po yung nangyayari sa Elixir Placenta, no? It also alarms our body, oops, parang may something wrong dito sa part ng organ na to. Okay, so nag-alarm siya na, hey, tulungan natin tong part na to ng ating organ na to. Okay, so this healing process, it will not last. The healing crisis, I'm sorry, the healing crisis will not last for about months or what. But this is just a short period of time na ma-feel po natin. No? So it happens, especially kapag alternative medication po tayo. Okay? So don't worry. That is the process of it. Okay. Okay. Pwede po ba sa pregnant pero may high blood pressure? So, for pregnant, okay, so we recommend po na to ask your attending physician. Elixir Placenta, though this is a food supplement, pero since medyo sensitive yung case natin, may hypertension, baka po may pinapatik din po sa atin yung ating doktor, okay? Yan, yung ating attending physician, ating OB-GYN. So, balik po tayo sa kanya. So, sabihin po natin, ma'am, pwede po bang ito? Or doc, pwede po bang i-take ko po itong Elixir Placenta kasabay ng mga binibigay niyo po sa akin prescription? Okay? So, but for us, wala naman pong problema. Okay? Pero mas maganda na itanong po natin sa ating attending physician. Alright? Okay, so for the other questions, we will copy this one, okay? And don't worry, okay? We will try to answer them during the discussion that we will be having with Dr. Francis De Cangchon. He will be having a Q&A, okay? This coming July 25. Okay, so merong Q&A si Doc Francis De Cangchon. Then, maybe, no, masama yung mga questions natin dito at Doc Francis De Cangchon will be the one to discuss them to you. Okay lang po ba yun? Okay. Ayan. Hoping po ako ng DNA repair kasi po pinagpagamit ko po sa husband ko na may myotonic dystrophy. Oh, wow. So far, nakitaan ko siya ng improvement sa sleeping niya at masigla na rin siya. Wow, wow, praise God, no? So, dito natin nakikita yung tulong ng ating DNA therapy. Okay? Pag-i-improve, no, ng ating DNAs and at the same time, okay, ang ating stem cell therapy and ang ating anti-inflammatory therapy. Yung Q&A po ni Doc Francis is via Zoom. Kaya makaka-attend po tayong lahat. Alright? Okay, so that's it, believers. Maraming salamat po, no? This training is recorded and hopefully we can review them. Okay? Ilalagay ko rin po yung aking slide doon sa ating training, no? Doon sa replay po natin. Maraming salamat po, believers.
Sorry, ma'am. Thank you for that, Ma'am Climar. No, we are very thankful po no sa 200 plus believers no for attending tonight's training. No, this only shows how curious and how you wanted to know more about Elixir Placenta, no? So once alam na natin yung mga active ingredients, lahat ng benefits na makukuha natin from Elixir Placenta, no? Mas madali na natin tong ma-share sa ating mga clients, no? So continue sharing it to other people, no? Para mas marami pang matulungan ng ating product, no? Especially those na may karamdaman talaga, no? And with that, thank you, Miss Climar and Miss Roslyn. Thank you, G Fox Believers. Have a great night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone!